The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? TGIF, everybody. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everybody is up. I hope everybody's grinding. I hope everybody's doing their thing on this Friday morning. It is definitely a good Friday in the market. It's a good Friday, in crypto and in the regular market. We'll talk about that. I know the pre-markets are probably in red today. They are in red today, but we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about all that stuff. But yeah, what a TGIF, everybody. TGIF, I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody's getting ready for the weekend. Hope everybody has plans with friends or family or whatever. Because, the weekends, they're about family, they're about friends, they're about, hanging out a little bit and not being in the charts all the time. We talk about that all the time, guys. Can't be in these charts all the time. Gotta spend time with friends, gotta spend time with family, gotta have a work-life balance, and you gotta have a trading life balance as well. But yo, what a great day, man. I don't know. What a great time to be in the market. Both the stock market and the crypto market. What a great time. I got a lot of stuff to get into today. It is Friday. So, it is payroll day as well. So we'll get through some stuff and we'll get moving, guys. We'll get moving. Good morning to Junior. What's up, my brother? How are you? Yo, my man Selmo, my man, 50 grand right there, baby. What's going on? Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you. Yes, crow bags are moving, baby. Crow bags are moving. Good morning, good early afternoon to my main man, Ken, from across the pond. How are you doing, brother? How are you doing? Veterans Day. Yes, Veterans Day is coming up on Monday. We will be streaming on Veterans Day, and I'm honored to stream on Veterans Day. And for anybody who doesn't know, my main man right there, 50 grand Selmo, is definitely a veteran and has served this country well. Has came up and really did a lot of good things with himself after serving this country. So big shouts to my man Selmo on Veterans Day on Monday. Appreciate you. Appreciate everything you've done, and appreciate your story as well. Said it here before. Appreciate you, brother. But yes, Monday is definitely Veterans Day, and we will be saluting our veterans on Monday morning because it's important. It's definitely important. But yo, how about this market, baby? How about this market, man? Yeah, someone said it, man. Crow finally got some life into it, man. Finally breathing some life in the crow, but we'll get there. Asian markets, guys, they look good. European markets over there where my man Ken's at, looks like absolute trash, but yo, we expect this. It's Friday. We have this Friday trade thing that's going on. Everybody, like on Friday, starts to get out of their positions over the weekend. And also, these guys are setting absolute highs, man. The same with the United States, man. We've been on a massive run here in the stock market. You had to expect this Friday trade to come in a little bit red. I think it'll turn around as the day moves on. I think everybody's kind of pricing in the 25 basis point rate cut we got yesterday. Yes, guys, we got a 25 basis point cut yesterday, which was anticipated. It was nothing that wasn't anticipated. It's exactly what the markets wanted. It's exactly what the markets got. Now everybody's trying to figure out the December rate cuts, right? Are they going to be 25 or are they going to be neutral, right? Are they going to be neutral? And that's going to be key. This was a non-event. These 25 basis point rate cut was really a non-event. The press conference was really a non-event. There wasn't really a lot that was said that wasn't anticipated on being spoken to. So nothing, and that's a good thing that nothing shocked the markets and nothing was said or nothing was done to shock the markets. But December going to be a big one. See what happens. I think we'll get another 25 basis point rate cut, depending on how the numbers come in, how the job numbers come in, how the CPI data comes in, stuff like that. But I think we're in line for another 25 basis points, which will give you 100 basis point rate cut in 2024, which is huge. It's a huge. You get 100 points. You see my man Jerome, right here, who's running things over there, cutting these rates for us, right there. My man Jerome, he's doing his thing over there, standing up to the press conference, doing his thing and cutting these rates for us and making sure that these interest rates come down. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. That's why I said that's my man Jerome right there, standing up at the press conference, giving that one-word answer. He said, "Nope, no." I was laughing. I mean, my man said, "No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening right here, bro. That ain't happening." But there he is, man. My man Jerome. Oh. Nah, man. Pelosi don't look happy, man. She bad, man. Listen, man. She bad. She bad. So, someone had to pat her on the back of the head. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Junior is saying like he don't have the power to do that, so he's like, nah, I'm not. He's not stepping down. So, it is what it is, man. I like Jerome, man. I don't mind Jerome at all, man. Now Gary Gensler, he needs to get fired, but I don't mind Jerome, man. I actually think that Jerome Powell actually has done a good job with the shit sandwich he was handed, right? I don't think that Jerome has done a bad job. I think he's kept the United States about as level as you could possibly keep a country in the situation that they were in. Now, my one criticism of Jerome, do I think that the Fed was a month or two too late in cutting rates? Yeah, I do. I do. I think that, but as far as like what they've done up until this point, I mean, I don't think that you can say that he's done a terrible job with the shit sandwich he was handed, right? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he was kind of handed a situation that was pretty bad, man. You think so? You think so, Junior? You think he's done a bad job? You think so? I don't think so. I mean, everybody's got a different look on it. But I think he did okay. I mean, like I said, I think he was a month or two late on cutting rates, but all in all, I think he's kind of handled the situation the best he could. I don't know. Like I just look at it and I'm like, yeah, the thing about it is what could anybody have done differently other than cut rates early? Yo, Junior, I get you, man. I get you. I mean, I look at it like, what if there was another person in that position, what would they have done that was different than what Powell did, right? it's just I know we all know. We all know. Did you like Allen wasn't bad. I mean, he wasn't bad. I mean, I do think that we're in a situation here in the United States where, they just stayed high for a little bit too long, a month or two too long. He sounds good. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing I always stack up against Junior. I'm always like, okay, so what would have not what would have another Fed chair have done in that situation, right? The only thing different, the only thing that another Fed chair would have done kind of differently, maybe, is maybe cut rates a little bit earlier, but the 50 basis point rate cut that we got when they first started cutting rates, that was a catch up. They knew they had to catch up, and they gave us 50 basis points. Big Watch dudes in the building. That's my other dude right there. What's up, Big Watch dude? What's going on? So what's going on, brother? How are you, man? It's a great day. It's a great day to have a great day, baby. Yeah, but I mean, Junior, I know you don't like Powell. I just, I look at it from a business aspect, like what would have gone differently, right? So, coming over here though, the markets, pre-markets they don't look so hot, right? European markets don't look so hot. It's like a mini pullback, but with the United States markets, you had to expect a pullback on a Friday, given the fact that they're busting all-time highs, right? They're for the past couple of weeks, they've literally been crushing all-time highs, like. And we'll get into a little bit of that here in a minute. We'll get over here to BlackRock. Who runs these markets, baby? Who runs these markets? Let's see what the Bitcoin ETF's doing today. Looks like it closed yesterday at 43.60. Looks like it wants to open up today at 43.38, which means Bitcoin's probably going to be down a little bit today, this morning, as we look at it, just because of the ETF being down a little bit. But this ETF's been on fire, man. This ETF has absolutely been on fire. Let's go ahead and pull this thing back year to date. See what we can come up with. See if we can see it. Got a couple different charts that we'll look at today on the stock market. But yeah, this ETF has absolutely been on fire, man. And pull it back to the 3 month and see what we got. Look at the 3 month. Look at this ETF over the past 3 months. Again, we talk about this every day, right? We talk about this ETF every single day, but look at where it's at over the past 3 months. Look at where it started 3 months ago, right around here. Probably looking at about 34, less than that. About $33, 3 months ago. And you're looking at roughly about a $10 increase over the past 3 months per share, up to 43.35 trading at this particular moment. So definitely has had a humongous ride up when it comes to stock prices, right? For the Bitcoin ETF. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that this morning, like we always do, and see where we're headed with that. Got to take a look at NVIDIA today too, right? Got to take a look at NVIDIA. Got to see where NVIDIA's at. Look at NVIDIA, closed at 48.88 yesterday. Looks like it's going to open up at this moment at 48.67. Again, you pull NVIDIA back 3 months, right? You pull NVIDIA back 3 months. Like I was standing on the table, telling you guys, NVIDIA right here at $99 was an absolute steal, right? It was an absolute killer of a buy, right? Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Thank you, Junior. I always forget that, man. But yeah, NVIDIA, we're talking about it right here, at $99 when it took that big rip to the downside, we were saying, like, NVIDIA at $99 right here was an absolute steal. If you would have bought it there, you were probably you're looking at, I don't know, call it $50, $48 a share. you know, gain, $48 a share gain, you know, since that point, you know, break it down, roll it up, call it an even 50. You know, I mean, this thing, you could have ripped it yesterday at $50, but look at the run that thing's been on over the past 3 months. So, you know, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad at all for NVIDIA. Really like NVIDIA, really like where they're going. They're going to lead the AI charge. So you're either going to be in that or you're going to be out of that, man. Got 7 shares of NVIDIA. Yeah, Selmo, I know you went in, baby. I know you went in. We talked about it. You know, it's not bad, man. And the thing about it is it's going to keep going. In my opinion, it'll keep going up because they're leading the way in AI, and AI is not going nowhere. You know what I mean? AI is the future. You know, when you listen to all these big tech earnings and things like that, it's all about the investment in AI that they're making, right? And that's what is driving their profit margins right now. And Amazon and NVIDIA probably lead the way. Amazon's over $200 right now. We were talking about Amazon at 130. We were talking about Amazon at 120. Took a monster ride up to over $200 right now. So, you know, Amazon and NVIDIA are going to lead the way. One of the things that we're going to keep an eye on right now, guys, because Ethereum's running so hard, is BlackRock's iShare Ethereum trust, right? We're going to see if this thing starts to push the Ethereum market to the upside. You know, we talked about this a lot here on this channel about how this ETF, these Ethereum ETFs, weren't necessarily pushing the Ethereum price, right? NVIDIA is supposed to be joining the Dow. It joined this morning. It took Intel spot on the Dow. NVIDIA took Intel spot on the Dow this morning. So when they start opening up trading this morning, NVIDIA will now be off of the NASDAQ and on the Dow. It took Intel spot. So Intel is now off the Dow. NVIDIA is on the Dow, which is a big push up for NVIDIA. You know, the Dow sees so much more trading volume than the NASDAQ. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out for NVIDIA. I think it's a bullish move for NVIDIA. I think that NVIDIA is going to do very, very well over there on the Dow. Jupiter, baby, let's fucking go. Yeah, I seen Jupiter this morning too. We're going to get into a little bit of Jupiter. But the one thing that I really want to talk about is these Ethereum ETFs, right? We talked about them really not pushing the Ethereum price to this point. But I think we're going to start having that different conversation where you're going to start seeing these ETFs really start pushing. We really start pushing the Ethereum price here pretty soon. You see this, we pull this back 3 months, right? Well, actually, let's go to the 1 year since they launched, right? So this is BlackRock's iShare ETF. You look at launch day, it's less than a year old. Launch day was $26.24 at its all-time high. Currently sitting right now at 22.15 after market trading. Closed the market at 22.04. So this thing's going to start pushing back up to its all-time high, which was the launch price, right? I told you guys before that the Ethereum ETFs were performing like absolute crap, right? I think with the Bitcoin ETFs pushing that $50 mark, right? People will start to look to where that next bargain is. I think you're going to start to get over here into the Ethereum ETFs. I think that people are going to start to look at where the next volume, that next, you know, possibility of some big time gains are. I think they're going to start looking over here to the Ethereum ETF. So I did purchase some of this, maybe a couple weeks ago. So probably would have been up in here somewhere when it was down. Just going to hang on to it and see kind of if this thing can start to push where Bitcoin's ETF is right now. I think it can, because I think that eventually the Bitcoin ETFs will price themselves to the point where people will start to be looking for bargains in other places. And I think it's going to come over here to the Ethereum ETF. Look at it, up 0.11% trading after hours. So, and unchanged obviously at the close, but up 0.11%. And I think it's going to start linking itself to Ethereum. It's going to start linking itself to really pushing that price of Ethereum. You're going to start to hear more and more talk about this. So definitely keep an eye out for the Ethereum Trust ETF here. We'll look at this from time to time. It's the BlackRock one, obviously, because it's the biggest and probably pushing the most volume. So definitely couple things to keep an eye on. Coming over here to crypto, our big bad boy crypto. Look at this, $2.53 trillion market cap right now. Market cap is definitely on the way up since we talked about it on Wednesday. 2.53 trillion. Looking for that 3 trillion. I'm still looking for that $3 trillion market cap really to start being like, yo, we're definitely on the move. But look at that. But we are on the move, but we want to hit that $3 trillion market cap. 72, man. This thing, Bitcoin is greedy as hell right now. Sitting at a greed score of 72. You look at the dominance over here. Bitcoin's on its way back up to almost 60% of this market cap right here. So Bitcoin's still holding that market cap. Ethereum did creep its way back up to 13.9% of the dominance. Fell at 12% on Wednesday when we were talking about it, but Ethereum's starting to pick up some steam here and really starting to get back up into that dominance. You guys know we're not going to have a big altcoin rally until this Bitcoin dominance starts to fall a little bit. But right now, so far so good, right? Right now, so far so good. So I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing right now out of this market. And Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two who have to push us back up to this $3 trillion market cap. And then once that happens, you know, your altcoins can really start to, I mean, they're performing well right now, but they can really start to perform, right? You know, but you look at Bitcoin, how odd is it to sit here and look at Bitcoin and say it's at $76,000 right now, 76K right now. That's crazy, man, that we're going to sit here and talk about it. And we're going to sit here and talk about Ethereum pushing back up to the 3K mark. Definitely Ethereum had a tremendous day yesterday, pushing up to this $2,917 mark. And I put a short out about it. I think, you know, Ethereum is a catch-up, is what we'll call a catch-up trade right now, right? It's really underperformed Bitcoin up to this point, but I think it's now starting to catch up, right? So it's got that catch-up trade in it right now. It's starting to link itself back up to percent gains with Bitcoin. I think you'll see that link start to happen. So where Bitcoin starts to go at 1.4%, you'll start to see, you know, Ethereum at 1.4% once that linkage happens. What's up, Elmo? Good morning, baby. Good morning. So I think you'll see that. That catch-up trade happen. Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum will probably hit $3,000 today, and I think that's right about the time where it'll start to catch up with Bitcoin. But you know, Ethereum, you know, it's underperformed for the past 2 months, so this definitely is a catch-up trade, and people starting to catch back up to Bitcoin in a percent. So definitely, I'm surprised that Ethereum is in this catch-up trade, to tell you the truth, because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen for Ethereum. But definitely people are pushing Ethereum, and these ETFs are really helping, right? The Ethereum ETFs, I mean, they're really on the move right now. So hopefully them ETFs for Ethereum can start to push the market for Ethereum. And I think that people will start to move some of that money into these Ethereum ETFs, because you know, the Bitcoin ETFs, I mean, they're getting bought up right now. They're getting bought up at a huge rate. Yo, but check out Solana. Solana's over $200 right now. It's sitting at 203. It's, you know, we got a little bit of an article right here talking about, let me grab it. Let me see which one it is here. I was hoping my boy Timsky was in here. I was hoping my boy Timsky was in here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second before I lose you. All right, we back, y'all. Yeah, forgot to plug my joint in, man. So I better plug it in, or we're about to lose the whole stream. Battery was about to go dead on the laptop, so that wasn't gonna be good. That wasn't gonna be good. But when we look at this, you say, yo, but y'all got our boy Big Al Mo in the building, big dog right there. That's the big dog. That's my dog. That's my big dog. You look at this right here. You look at this article right here saying, is 90K Bitcoin next? Is it the next big test? It is the next big test if you look at the charts. 90K is a huge resistance. It's going to probably be a huge resistance level for Bitcoin. If you go back to just look at, see, right now it's all speculation with Bitcoin because we never been this high, right? So we have to look at the percents of from the last run and say, okay, so at what percent do we think that Bitcoin's going to see some pressure, right? So it looks like 90K is probably that next big pressure point for Bitcoin and Solana. You're looking at that 230 mark probably being a big pressure point for Solana. But Solana is absolutely on a tear, man. It is absolutely on a monster ride. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. If it actually flipped BNB right now, so Solana sitting at number 4, it flipped BNB sitting at 203. Man, this thing is absolutely a monster ride. And what's driving this token right here is strictly meme coin volume. Solana's not doing anything special when it comes to rolling out utility tokens and things like that. This is really driven all by meme coin volume. I think 90% by meme coin volume, right? So when you look at that, that just shows you the power of memes. And we talked about this before on the stream. The ones that I think are gonna the 3 sectors that I think are really going to move this market into the next bull run is meme coins, real world tokenized assets, and AI. Them are the 3 sectors right there that are really going to push this bull run to new heights. It's gonna be crazy. But and Solana is definitely leading the way in meme coins. I mean, I don't think that's even an argument at this point. I doubled them. I bet you did. I bet you are happy, Ken. You doubled all your meme coin volume. Yeah, meme coins, especially the big ones, right? I mean, when you look at them, they got beat up. The bigger meme coins got beat up, the past month, and to jump in them now is like it's crazy. You're gonna make some gains. BNB sat underneath 600 right now. When I woke up this morning, it was sitting at 600. Well, we can split hairs and we can talk about it. It's at 596 right now, but that's close enough to 600 for me. But when you look at BNB sitting at $596 right now, we don't talk a lot about BNB, but BNB's got a huge meme coin volume over there, and there will be a $1 billion coin that comes off of BNB chain this bull run. Like there always is. XRP holding steady here at 55 cents. Seen a nice push to the upside here. So that's good because XRP was holding around 50 cents, dropped below 50 cents for a day or so, boosted itself back up to 55 cents. So definitely holding its ground. Yo, check out Doge, man, sitting at 19 cents. Elon's going to the White House, guys, and that very well may push Doge over the top, man. Tron has actually been getting beat up lately. Tron did not see the benefits of this market push up, sitting at 16 cents right now. Like it is absolutely just traded sideways, right? Tron did not see this push up that everybody else seen, right? So we'll see if Tron's a late bloomer here. We'll see if Tron's a late bloomer. I heard that it was going to be soon. Marbits was going to be launched soon. I was just on 2Bit Space. I jumped on 2Bit Space the other day, finalizing the contracts. That he said that the contracts were audited like 2 or 3 times already. that they were almost ready to go, both of them. So, I'm expecting Marbits to be launched, pretty soon, pretty soon. So, definitely excited for Marbits to be launched. I think Two-Bit's going to take that token to some pretty good heights, man. Got Tonecoin. Tonecoin's another one that didn't see the benefit of this bull run. I mean of this last massive push either. But you see, Tonecoin and Tron. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But Tron definitely with Sun Pump. We're gonna see how that goes. Excuse me. I expected more push up volume from Tron, but like I said, could be a late bloomer. I'm not. Tone's here, and Tone's here at $4.94, and it's running Telegram. But that's what I'm gonna say about Tone at this point. It's been a massive underachiever in my opinion up to this point. Avalanche sitting at 28. Want to see Avalanche back up at $30, but definitely had a good run up. Uh, I know it's been a while, Ken, since I felt really good about a launch, but I feel real good about Marbit's launch. I really do. I think it's gonna go. This thing has been in the works for so long. It's been worked on for so long. The contract has got beaten up so many different ways, so you know that it's gonna work properly. You got a nice community behind it. You got Two-Bit behind it. I'm pumped for Marbit's launch. I think Marbit's is absolutely going to do great things. And I just think everything that Two-Bit's doing, he's doing it the right way. The junior said he better start showing up. Yeah, Two-Bit does drop some gems. Sometimes I watch his stream kind of on repeat, kind of later. Uh, so I kind of watch it Two-Bit's live stream later. But yeah. So Sui, you guys know I'm high on Sui, sitting at $2.31 right now. Yo, during that little bit of a downturn, you could have picked up Sui at $1.80. At $1.80. It's Yeah, I know it's always at 420, Junior, but sometimes I watch it at nighttime just when I'm trying to sit around doing nothing. I'll throw it on. But yeah, Two-Bit's definitely at 420 every day, every day, except for Saturdays. Is it Saturdays or Sundays? One day he takes one day a week off. But Sui, I'm big on Sui. I think Sui's got a massive run in it, and right now you can see it sitting at $2.30 right now. This thing was down to $1.80, $1.90 just last week. I think a lot of this Tron volume is coming over here to Sui. And I don't think it's going to leave Sui. I think that's why I'm looking at Tron and going, yeah, it can pick up some volume, but Sui's really picking up the volume right now. They're really pumping up the volume. Um, so I like that play. I'm in that play. I like that play. Comfortable with that play. I think that Sui's going to make a big. Sui and Caspa are going to make a huge push up in this bull market. Huge. Internet Computer showing signs of life, sitting at $7.82. Um, definitely starting to dig its way out of the hole that it was in. But Internet Computer is one of these interesting ones. We're gonna see where it goes, right? We're gonna see if people start to come back. We're gonna see if people start to come back to ICP. During this bull run, it's gonna be interesting to see. Look at Kronos, man. It's in that 10 cents. Went from 7.5 to 8.5 on Wednesday when we streamed, up to 10 cents now. Kronos is showing some signs of life. It's showing some signs that, you know what, it sat dormant for a long time. People are starting to come back into the market. They're starting to put their money back into Crow. Kronos is definitely showing some signs that it's here, right? It's here. It's not going anywhere. Don't sleep on it. It's up 26%, 24 hours. So Kronos is one of these ones that we talked about that sat dead and dormant for a little while, and we were wondering kind of where it was going to go, right? Where's it going to go, and what's it going to do? Well, we're seeing it start to kick up, right? We're seeing it start to kick up a little bit. We're seeing the volume start to pick up a little bit. So let's see it. Kronos has got to push up. Kronos got some ground to make up. So the key right here is, will it make up this ground that it lost when everybody else was pushing up and it was sitting dormant? Will people start to FOMO in, and will it make up some of this ground? Stellar, same thing. Stellar's about up to 10 cents as well. We watched this thing sit at 9 cents. We watched this thing sit at 9.5. It's pushed up to 10 cents. And again, is this thing going to start to make up the ground that it lost when the rest of the market was pumping up a little bit? So I think these two projects do have the ability to make up that ground. I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well. Here's the one that we dogged on, and I talked shit about for months and months and months. Polygon, right? Polygon sitting at 37 cents. I told you guys on Wednesday, I thought 30 cents was the bottom for Polygon. For Polygon Matic, I thought that was the bottom. I didn't think that they were going to go any lower than that. Obviously, give or take a couple percentage points. But you see it now at 37 cents. I still think that 30 cents was the bottom for Polygon. We'll see, barring some big, huge market crash. I think that Polygon's going to, that was the bottom. So if you wanted to buy the bottom of Poly, I think it was at between 29 and 30 cents. So I think the bottom set in. So we'll see. You see Kaspa, 11 cents here, right? Down 4.6%. Kaspa's falling down the charts, down to 33, down to number 33 in this CoinMarketCap chart. I still think Kaspa is going to be a top 15 token. I think Kaspa is just reconnecting itself to the market. When the market was down, Kaspa was running every single time. I think it's just reconnecting itself back to the market is the only thing that I think that's going on right now with Kaspa. I think it's nothing more than that. Kaspa's not losing its luster. It's not losing its volume. It's just a matter of reconnecting itself back to the market. So, which I think is a good thing. You want the whole market to move as one, and you don't want to be the one outlier that moves when the rest of the market's not moving. You don't want to be that guy, right? You don't want to be that guy. So, let's see. There was something else I wanted to get into today. My man Timsky ain't here, but the CEO of Canadians Crypto Holdings returns safely after paying a $720K ransom report. So the CEO of WonderFi CEO, these guys scooped his ass up in Toronto. They scooped him up in Toronto. They held him for ransom. They paid the $720,000 ransom, and then they let him go, man. $720K. They scooped it. They scooped him for 20. They scooped him. They scooped him for $720K, man. They scooped him. Hello, man. Hello, Dame. How are you? So they scooped the dude for $720K. Selmo, man, they picked him up in Toronto and they let him go in Toronto, but they got their $720K. I wonder if they paid that in Bitcoin. $720K, or maybe USDT. I don't know, but these cats got seven. They scooped this dude from Wonderworld, man, and said, we want $720K. I was hoping my man Timsky was in here or he from Canada, so we could talk about this, man. What the hell's going on in Canada, man? What the hell's going on? I wonder if that they paid it in crypto. They paid it in crypto, Big Watch. Maybe in XRP, move that money quick, right? XRP, Chainlink, something like that, man. They paid it, man. 720, man. 720K. They scooped this dude, man. I mean, we're laughing about it, but it's really not funny, man. I mean, but what the hell you gonna do, man? You gotta laugh about it. WonderFi out there in Canada, the CEO, man, they scooped his ass in Toronto. Where's my man Timsky from Canada, man? What's going on over there in Canada, man? Where's the security at, dog? Where's the security at for these guys, man? 720K they scooped him, man. And I bet you they paid it in Bitcoin. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet they paid it in Bitcoin? So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna get into some of these charts a little bit. Airdrome Finance, guys. I am huge on this project, Airdrome. I think that. Hold on, let me get rid of this freaking thing right here. This thing always pops up. I gotta get rid of this fucking thing. So I'm big on Airdrome Finance. I don't know. He ain't here today. Big Watch. He might have been an accomplice. You know, we might not see Timsky anymore. He might have got his 720K and hit the door. You know, where's he? Where's he at, man? Come on. But no, I'm big on Airdrome Finance, guys. Sitting at $1.42 right now. Look at this chart. Looks absolutely amazing. Looking at the daily chart here, all-time high right around 230, 240, somewhere up in there. Sitting at 142 right now. You guys know how I feel about the base chain. I think it's going to be a good one. And Airdrome Finance definitely is performing pretty damn well over there, and I like it. I like where it is. Yep, the CEO gets I'm with you, Ken. The CEO gets kidnapped and Timsky's missing in action. Yeah, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. What's going on? Where's my man Timsky? Where's my man Heat? Where y'all at? Where y'all at, man? Come on. You guys all of a sudden get missing in action. You guys all of a sudden get missing in action after that happens, and you guys in the neck of the woods. Come on, man. We got Brett sitting here at 9 cents as well. Looks like it's performing okay. Got to see Brett's got to get back up to $1 billion. Brett's got to get back up to $1 billion. Where was Jasmine at? We got Jasmine sitting here at 2-0. You guys see this big line? I wish I could make this line. I should make this line about as thick as I could possibly make it. Jasmine's got to get to 2-3. It's performing. It came out of these 2-6 levels all the way down here. 1-6, 1-7. So it's got a lot of ground to make up. But watch this. We talk about it. I swear to God, I can say it in my sleep. This 2 cent 3 level with Jasmine, you gotta watch that, man, because look at it, pull this chart back. Every time it hits that line, that 2 cents 3 line, it literally gets punched right in the mouth, man. Look at this, boom, 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 boom. It's gotta have enough power to get over that line, and then you got this 3 cent line up here incoming, but Jasmine has got to get over this 2-3 line, this 2 cents 3. It's got to use this thing as support instead of using it as resistance. If it doesn't, then it's going to be we're going to be sitting here talking about this for a long time. But it continually gets punched in the mouth every single time it hits this line, going all the way back to February. This is February. So ever since February, this thing has absolutely got knocked down off of this 2-3 line every single freaking time. Yeah, he's from Canada too. It's the Canadian takeover, yo, Junior, you ain't right, man. You ain't right, but yeah, So I mean, there's where Jasmine is, but Jasmine's back up to this 2 cent level. I mean, it had a struggle, man. It fell all the way down to 16 cents. I mean 1 penny 6. So it definitely had a struggle to get back up there, man. So we'll see, but it needs to get over that. It needs to get over that 2-3 level, or we're gonna be sitting right here, where talking about it again, right? Talking about it again, and it's it's starting to I'm starting to look at it like, okay, so is that level unbreakable? I mean, it's not unbreakable, but at what point? At what point? Because you can't get that run up to 3 cents, and you can't get that run up to 5 cents until you break that level. I ain't selling. I haven't sold Jasmine. I haven't sold Jasmine. Hell, I haven't sold it. I hold all the Jasmine. I still hold all the Jasmine that I bought at at 30s at 303, 303, 304, somewhere in there. I still hold it all. It's still sitting there. Uh Yo, Timsky's just trying to make up for some of them losses he had on MMAI and Dog. And Dog, he took some losses on Dog. But then look at Jupiter at $1.17. Look at this. Look at this green candle look at these green candles that Jupiter's put on the chart over the last 1, 2, 3 days. Just over the last 3 to 4 days. Look at these green candles, man. Jupe has absolutely performed over there. Again, on the Solana chain, probably going to taking the place of Radium really fast. Jupiter's definitely taking the place of Radium. Definitely outperforming Radium. Definitely a better platform than Radium. Radium's freaking terrible. It's obsolete. But Jupiter is definitely starting to take a lot of that volume away from Radium. And here we go. You're starting to see, as Solana goes, Jupiter will go. Because as people start to trade more and more on Solana, they're going to start to use Jupiter even more and more and more. So as Solana goes, Jupiter is going to go. You see Solana up to 200. You see Jupiter up to 112. This thing was down to like, at one point I checked it was down to like 60 cents. So definitely a big come up here. So let's go ahead and look at the total market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's going to tell us how our altcoins are performing, right? Look at them green candles on them altcoins over the past 2 days, right? Altcoins have absolutely went to the moon with as far as market cap goes, minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So altcoins are holding right now 600. Look at the 3 6 is 666. Oh man, we got to get off of that number. It's holding $666 billion in total market cap. When you take Bitcoin and Ethereum out, which is really not much on a $2.5 trillion market cap, you're only holding $666 billion worth of that. Bitcoin and Ethereum is holding the rest. So like, but this is going to dictate how your altcoins are performing. So what does this tell you? What does this chart tell you? When you look at it minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, it means it looks like you probably want to start looking at some alts for some gains, right? You want to start looking at some alts for some gains. Yeah, Big Watch has a wrench, doesn't he? No, we got to get Big Watch a wrench. We'll get Big Watch a wrench right after this. Right after this stream. I always thought that Big Watch was a mod. There we go. We're off of that 666 now. We dropped $1 billion. 665. I'd rather drop $1 billion than sit on that 666 scale. Maddie, good morning. So yeah, so altcoins look like they're doing pretty well, pretty damn well, minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Are people stable coining up, or are they putting money back into the market? That's going to tell you that they're kind of putting money back into the market, right? Kind of where we're going, kind of what we're looking at. Maddie B's in the building. What's up, Maddie B? What's up? What's up? Come over here. Let's look at some of these. Low market cap projects that I love or hate, depending on where they're at. Crash. Well, Timmy. We sold out of Timmy, but we still watch Timmy. I sold out of Timmy a while ago. But looks like it's having a decent day. It's trying to push that 300K market cap again. Might jump back in there if it keeps moving. If it keeps moving, I might jump back in there. Yeah, Big Watch, man. I'm so sorry, man. I thought you had a wrench, man. I thought I gave you one a long time ago. You definitely gonna get one. You definitely gonna get one today or Monday. I can tell you that. Yeah, you definitely deserve one. Definitely. So yo, let's look at Crash. We talked about Crash at 3 mil, right? We talked about it at 3 mil. Drop back down over the past couple. Where we at? We're on the daily chart, I think. Yeah, over the past couple of days, it came back down into here and started flirting with that $4 million market cap again. Boom, back up to 7.5 mil. Crash is absolutely one of these projects that I think is going to make millionaires. I think my opinion is Crash is going to make absolute millionaires. If you're buying it down this low. Maddie, I ain't touching that. I ain't touching that. I didn't tell you, be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to. You can only get wrecked so many times, Maddie. But Crash, I think, is going to make absolute millionaires, especially buying it this low. I mean, you look at it, right? Let's put these. I always like to put things into perspective for people, and this doesn't only have to deal with Crash, right? We could take Timmy and say the same thing, right? You guys know I sold off on Timmy, right? But let's look at it for example. Let's say I got into Timmy right now at 2.9 million, right? Let's call it even 3 million, right? I mean 300K, right? Let's call it even 300K, right? I only need Timmy to do $3 million for me to 10x, right? Think about that for a minute. So what's the chances during a bull run that you can get to $3 million? Well, they're pretty freaking good because the market cap's so low, it takes less money to move it, right? It takes less money to move that up to 3 million. Now, once you start to get up into the multi-million-dollar market caps and the billion-dollar market caps, it's going to take you a whole hell of a lot more money to move that project, right? Which means you got to have a whole hell of a lot more people coming in, investing more money. To get up to a $3 million market cap, you could have people coming in just throwing $100 in at a time, and you could bust through a $3 million market cap like it ain't nothing. Ken, you're funny. But you look at something like Crash, right? Let's say you get in it right now at 7.5 million. It's 7.5 million. Where does this got to go for you to 10x? It's only got to get to $75 million. Doesn't even need to reach $1 billion for you to 10x this project. Doesn't even need. Everybody talks about billion, a billion, a billion, a billion. Don't look at a billion. How many millions does it take, right? Because once you start talking about once you start to get into that 900, look at Brett, for example. Brett's sitting at a $900 million market cap, got up to $1.5 billion. You know how long it takes, how hard it is to move a $900 million market cap up to $1 billion market cap. All right, Junior, have a good one. TGIF, brother. TGIF. Crashes base. Yeah, Maddie, crashes on base. Crashes on base. So, I mean, when you look at it, you gotta start looking at these market caps for what they are. Is like where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Neroni's pretty flat, so we don't need to bring that up. It's pretty flat. Ponke over there on Solana, sitting at 52 cents, had a nice recovery from where it was at. You look at this recovery, we're talking about it down here at 30 cents, right? 25, 30 cents. We were talking about it even before that, but we really started talking about it at 30 cents. Had a nice recovery back up to 52 cents, right? Got to understand that, there's only certain memes that are going to run blockchains, right? And Punke sitting at where? 291 million right now, right? So in order to 10x Punke right now, if you got in, you got to have a $2.5 billion market cap. What's the chances of it going to 2.5 billion? If you're looking for a 10x, there's probably a better option out there for you. 2.5 billion is pretty rough. It's pretty hard unless you're a project like Pepe, right? We know where Pepe is. We know the exchanges that Pepe sits on, and we know that you still have a Coinbase listing that's coming, right? We know that we were buying Pepe back here at, way back at 5 zeros, 3, and even before that, right? So now you're looking at 4 zeros, 1087 right now, right? So got the zero back that we gave back, right? So now you're back up to that 4 zeros 1 mark. What's Pepe sitting over here at a $4.5 billion market cap, right? Now, if you think like I think or believe like I believe, right? You got to come up here and look at these things for what they are, right? Let's go over here to the meme coin spectrum, right? So you got Doge at 1, SHIB at 2. Doge at 1, SHIB at 2, Pepe at 3, right? So Pepe's sitting here at a $4.5 billion market cap. SHIB's sitting at $11.2 billion market cap, right? Now, I think that Pepe's going to flip SHIB, right? So if you think that that's going to happen, you got to think that Pepe is going to get to a $40 billion market cap, right? Because these market caps will grow. I think I'm right. I think I'm looking at this. Yeah. These market caps will grow as the market goes up. But to 10x, if you were to buying a Pepe right now, to 10x Pepe, it's got to get to a $40.5 billion market cap. So if you don't believe that Pepe is going to get to a $40.5 billion market cap, there's better play out there for you. There's a better 10x out there for you, right? Because that's how you got to think is where's my 10x, where's my 100x, where's my 1000x, right? Not where's my 2x. You can 2x any of these. That's easy money. That's easy money, right? Where is my next 10x or 100x, right? That's the thought process that you should have in your mind, right? And when you have that thought process in your mind, you start to come over here and you start to look at these market caps. It starts to change your mindset, right? So you look at a project like let me let this thing refresh before I just start clicking on buttons. I'll mess it up. Let's look at a process like Miggles, right? Miggles sitting at $36 million right now, right? Look at the green lines on Miggles. Now we're buying Miggles all the way back here, right? All the way back here, right? So when you look at Miggles, it's sitting at $36 million market cap right now, and you look at it and you go, okay, where is its all-time high? Somewhere up in, over here, it was about a penny, right? So it's about 3 cents now. Its all-time high was about a penny. In order to make a 10x off of Miggles, you got to get to a $360 million market cap. You're still under $1 billion market cap on this particular project, right? To 10x your money. So where you look at Punke, and what do we say? what do we say? $2.9 billion. You gotta make that to 10x. Is there enough money in the market to $2.9 billion? Punkin, if you believe that, buy it. You know. Yeah, you were in Mong for a while, right? Right. Um, Sundog is absolutely taking a shitter on Tron. Listed on a couple exchanges, but this thing is absolutely taking a shit dive. You look at Sundog. We're looking at this thing at 400 million, right? Well, 200 million, right? We're looking at it up in here, right around 300 million, right? This thing has probably broke itself in half, right? Since the last time that we talked about it, sitting at 138 million. Again, with this particular token, do you think that there's enough volume on the Tron network to get this thing to $1.3 billion? That's if you bought it today. That's a 10x. So you got to make that decision. Now, I'm watching Sundog, right? If Sundog falls underneath, let's say it loses another 38 million, which it very well could. This thing's been on a nasty downhill slide. Let's say it gets to in the 900 million, in the 98 million dollar range. That could be a significant buying opportunity because you fall underneath that $1 billion market cap. Again, Moodang is another one that we looked at here, sitting at 28 million, 280 million to give you a 10x. 228 million get underneath $1 billion. The whole key is, can you stay underneath $1 billion? Specifically, can you stay in the 200,000 to 300,000 mark on some of these meme coins to give you a 10x? Because it takes just so much less money to move the project. You don't need big millionaires and big whales to come in and move your project for you. That's basically what I'm trying to get at here is you gotta be in projects where you don't need huge millionaires and billionaires to come in and move your project, right? Because when they move it, they're gonna move it, and then they're gonna move it in another direction. They're gonna move it one way on you, and they're gonna move it another way on you real quick. But when you look at Brian, I'm big on Brian. This Brian Armstrong token on base. I like its narrative. I like what it's doing, and I like the fact that look at how much it's holding. Right. This is what I like to see in a meme coin. It's even during the downtimes. How can you hold? Are your holders holding, and is your chart taking a dump? Right. If your chart's taking a dump, that just means you got weak holders. And as a dev team, you don't have enough money to push chart. You know what I mean? Let's face it. Let's get down to the really real here, and then we'll get out of here in a minute. If you're in a meme token and your token's absolutely taking a crap dive, and as a dev team, you're not saving a chart, it's because you don't got enough money. You can't push your chart, which should instantly scare any investor right off the bat. If the team of that project doesn't have enough money to push that project, you should be scared. You should look at that project and go, okay, well, I need to exit this project at some point, and where's my exit point? Because the team can't push the project, right? You get a project over here like Brian, look at this chart, stays pretty consistent, stays pretty steady. People are selling. The team's pushing the chart. You look at a 354K market cap, that thing's only got to get to 3.5K. That'd be 3.5 million in order for you to make a 10x. 3.5 million for a 10x is a whole hell of a lot better than a 3.5 billion. You have a better chance if your team can push the project. And it looks like Brian, just from the chart, you would look at it and say that team can hold the chart. So for the next push up, if that chart holds steady, people are going to look at that and be like, that's a pretty safe bet, right? No different than Crash. When you get over here to Crash, if you look at this chart sitting at 7.5 million. Well, look at this chart. Look at how well this chart has performed. You know, the team, and the holders they actually buy the dips, right? They're buying the dips up. They're buying the dips up. Every time there's a dip, you see them come in and they buy it up. You had this massive run up right here. And then again, a little bit of a sell off. But what happened? They started buying the dips. You had a massive, and now they're buying the dip again. This is what you want to see in a chart. This is a healthy looking chart. This is a healthy looking chart. This is exactly what you want to see. This is exactly what you want to see. So, it's important. What you don't want to see is this. And this is why I sold Timmy, but I may go back in Timmy. What you don't want to see is this. Launch, absolute monster dump, a mini pump, an absolute monster dump, and just a straight sideways trade. Just a straight sideways trade after the dump. Now, if you're DCAing in and you want to get in for the first time, then this is perfect for you, because now you're seeing the run up, right? Now you're seeing that run up right here after this long consolidation phase. Now you're starting to see the project start to make a move to the upside, right? But if you bought in up here, you're pissed. If you bought in up here, you're pissed because the team was unable to hold this off, right? They were unable to hold this off. Yeah, Timmy was a CTO. Gotta be careful with CTOs, but like I said, if you bought in right now, you could be okay. You could be okay. All right, guys, we gotta get out of here. I gotta get payroll done. We gotta take care of some business. I appreciate every single one of you guys hanging out with us this morning. Got into a lot of stuff this morning. Got into a lot of conversation this morning. Market looks absolutely phenomenal. Market looks absolutely great. Bitcoin ETF looks like it's absolutely making some ground today. It looks like it's picking up some ground from these aftermarket trades. Looks like it's back up to 43.42. Closed at 43.60 yesterday. So only about 18 cents off of where it actually closed yesterday, which means it's not too bad. It's not too bad, right? So market looks good, stock market looks good, crypto market looks good, meme coin market looks solid, looks strong. Looks like money starting to flow back into crypto. You see that $2.5 trillion market cap, which is a strong number. Got to see that $3 trillion. I'll be jumping up and down when we see that, because that's where we left the bull market last time. So definitely excited to be working our way up to that. So, but be careful. Be careful. There's going to be a crap ton of meme coins launching right now. There's going to be a crap ton of projects launching right now. And guess what's going to happen? A lot of people are going to get wrecked. So be careful. Just be careful what you're investing in. A little bit of money in a new meme coin goes a long way. Okay. Understand that, and if you feel more comfortable, you put more in. Feel more comfortable, you maybe put a little bit more in, but a little bit to start goes a long way and can save you on absolutely getting wrecked at the beginning. So, with that, guys, be safe, be smart. It's the weekend. Expect a Friday sell off. It happens every single Friday. Expect that to happen. Expect the market to kind of dip a little bit at about 3:30, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. Happens every Friday, guys. So with that, expect a big, nice recovery for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to hit 80K. Probably, I'm saying Sunday night. We'll see what happens, but I think Sunday night you're going to see a 80 to 81K BTC come on the chart. So we'll see what happens over the weekend, but I think it's going to be a strong mover. Watch the Ethereum ETFs. Watch that big move to the upside. And again, that's a makeup trade. And watch some Ethereum ETFs start to take off, maybe start to push Ethereum's price over that 3,000 mark. See if it can start to push the 3,500 mark. So with that, guys, we are up out of here for today. TGIF. Everybody have a great day. We will be streaming on Monday. Monday is Veterans Day. We'll be giving a big salute to all of our veterans, especially Selmo, who is here every day holding it down, who is a veteran, who has gone through some stuff, and we've said that here before. So we'll be paying much respect to them guys on Monday. So with that, you guys have a great day. We're up out of here, and have a great weekend. Bye.